Welcome to Hotbox the podcast. I'm your host, Dot, and I have a very, very special episode for you guys today. Momma Dot has joined the Hotbox. Say hello to the Hotbox, Mama.
Hello to the Hotbox, Mama.
Thank you. She's very literal. You already know how we do this. At this time, grab your bongs, grab your pipes, grab your crumble, grab your beer, grab your water, grab your dogs, grab your yoga mats, grab your N95s, grab your sanitizer, grab your soap, grab your loved ones, kiss your cats, whatever it is that you do that makes you smile, do at this time. My soul recognizes yours. Namaste.
Grab your lighter.
Yes, please grab your lighter for the smoke break. All right. I hate to have to start the show off, so it's just, I guess it's a somber time, right? And you gotta talk about what's going on. What was his name? I'm sorry.
His name is Ahmaud Arbery.
Ahmaud Arbery. Young black man, 26?
He would be 26 tomorrow.
Jogging in his neighborhood.
In Bristol, in Georgia.
In Georgia.
Brunswick, Georgia.
Slain. Hunted, in fact, in his own neighborhood just for jogging. My mom knows more about this. I'm gonna let you go ahead and go into detail about what you saw on the news or whatever.
What I saw on the news was really tragic. It was like watching one of those Hallmark movies, but not with a good ending. A young man, there's a car driving, and it's just filming the side of the road. He turns a little corner, he goes into a curve, and then you see a young black man jogging in front of this car as somebody's filming him. We don't know who's in the car filming. He goes around, the black man jogs a little bit around the curve. Once he gets to the outside, out of the curve, there's this truck with these two white men. One is standing in the back of the bed of the truck. The other one is standing on the ground, on the driver's side. So there's no sidewalk, and this young man is dressed in a t-shirt and I think some black shorts and some running shoes, and he's jogging. He's clearly jogging, and there's a car filming behind him, and you can see the car coming up. They get out of the curb. There's this truck and these two men standing down the road in front of him. As he starts to he approaches the truck. For some reason, the black man, he could go to the left or the right because the truck is parked on the side of the road. Instead of staying in the road where he was running, he went around the truck. So I didn't think anything much about it because I didn't know what I was watching. But just remember, there's no sidewalks. That's why he's in the middle of the road. It's a very quiet neighborhood. Nothing's around. Just a few trees. Nothing on the side. Nothing. So he runs around the truck on the passenger side. As he comes out, and he's just jogging. He's just jogging, minding his own business like people jog, getting exercise. The white guy standing on the ground, and the guy that was standing in the bed of the truck, they watch him. As the black guy gets to the front of the truck, the white guy standing on the ground points a rifle at him. And so now the black guy, he got to decide, and they say something, you really can't hear it. And they say something to the white guy, says something to him, and the black guy, he turns around, so he's close enough. He has a shotgun shot right in his face, and all he was jogging. So he has a choice to make, and he can either run. There's nowhere to run. There's nothing around where he can hide. There's no stores. There's nothing. Or either he can grab the barrel of the gun, of the shotgun. So he grabbed the barrel of the shotgun. It's right here in his face. And so they start struggling over the gun. Meanwhile, let me tell you, the other man standing in the bed of the truck, he had a shotgun in his hand too. He had a shotgun. There were shotguns as this black man is running by. He see these men standing out there with guns. He's just jogging. He don't think they're going to bother him. Anyway, so once the black guy, the white guy puts the gun in the black guy's face, stops the man from jogging. And the black guy would either run or grab the gun. He grabbed the gun. They start struggling over the shotgun, and the other guy is just shooting him. The guy in the bed, I think he shot once, but he really couldn't shoot really well because his son is there with the shotgun accosting the black man. It was terrible. It was terrible. But I didn't think about it. The first time I saw it, I didn't know this. But they had been running around. They had been chasing this black man while he was running. They had been hunting him down like an animal in a TV movie. It was terrible.
I can't begin to tell you guys how infuriating after I seen the video I was. Because it's always the same shit. Every year we have a few of these, and I think another man was shot by police. I'm not sure. I don't know the details on that one, so I'm only going to talk about this one. I have to ask, Mom, when is this going to be over?
It'll never be over because the guy in the truck, the white guy in the bed, was the father of the guy with the shotgun on the ground. The shotgun in the truck was the father of the shotgun on the ground, was standing on the ground. And he used to work with that department, that police department. So when they came, they saw the dead black man on the ground. They didn't even arrest these people. They obviously saw the video because the man unbeknownst to us, seeing the video the first time, the man that was videoing was one of those people. He was in with the son and the father, and he was following this guy, seeing what he was doing.
Well, how do we fight back against this?
You know what? It's like Emmett Till when he was lynched and stuff. There'll always be lynching. There is no fighting back. This will never stop. The only thing you could do is when incidents happen, we have to get on top of the law and make sure that all those stupid idiots go to jail that do stuff like that. People, you can just being black and running, jogging in a t-shirt and jogging and shorts, just jogging and running shoes is obviously not wanted in that neighborhood.
And they were saying that they felt like he was maybe a suspect or something.
Oh yeah, they were saying that there was a black person who was supposedly robbing houses, and a suspect that they think that might have been him. Not that he was robbing, because the man was jogging, but that was not corroborated.
He didn't have any weapons. He didn't have anything in his hand at all.
No, he didn't.
He looked like he was jogging.
He was just jogging. Who carries stuff jogging? He didn't even have a water bottle. He was just jogging, and he was clearly in jogging attire.
Right.
Short jogging pants.
What are the chances justice is served in this instance?
Well, you know what? They didn't even arrest him. Because the father is an ex-cop from that department, and those were his ex-co-workers, they're still sitting at home. I think this started on January, and they're not doing anything.
Right, you did tell me that.
Right, they didn't arrest them. They didn't call him into question. The DA hasn't done anything. If this video would not have came out, now they're starting to look into it because the video came out. They had, before the coronavirus was and everybody locked down, they had a walk or something for him. There was a protest. I didn't even know that. There was a protest. Yeah, they did.
I didn't know that either.
Right. And they showed him, but then this corona thing hit, and then everybody went the other way. So
that's what I heard. They can't even press charges or anything until
because they don't have a grand jury. But you know what? But what they can do is if it was reversed, if two black men in a truck shot a white boy
If two black men shot a
Sure.
white boy, I'm going to go to jail just because I'm a black nigga around.
Really, true. They're going to take you to jail, and you would be sitting your black ass in jail right now. So why aren't white asses sitting in jail? And then when the courts open, somebody died. But that just tells you what they value of our life.
They don't.
They don't.
At all.
They don't. And that's just a shame. And these are the religious right people that I guess you can only be a person. But you have to remember it's cooked in the books. They say that we were only 1/32nd human. Black people were. This was in the law in America. So at least now we have voting rights. But those have to be renewed by the beautiful white people in this world, in this United States, every 50 years. Because if not, then we would lose our rights. And black young people need to look at history and know what's happening. Y'all need to help. Yeah, y'all do.
Young black people need to look at history and know what's happening.
Right, they do. They really do, because they don't show y'all. It's a way you have to marry civics with history. Because if you do not follow, because they follow the same playbook, as you said earlier, and how you change it is you have to see the plays. You have to know the plays. Because once you figure out how to stop it this way, then they go another way.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And they just change the rules on you.
Right. And the only way, and these young black people don't understand this, the only way to change the system is that you have to vote out. And minorities need to learn that...
Well, two questions. My first question, well, I'll get to voting, because we've discussed that. My first question, though, is as a black parent, what advice would you give is to because I have a black son.
I have one too.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying. How are we supposed to handle our fear for our children? How do you handle that?
I always say think and look at your surroundings. When you walk someplace,
keep my head on the swivel.
Keep your head on the swivel. I don't care if you're going to McDonald's. Figure out how you would get out if there was a fire.
One day I was playing basketball, and I was serving. I was like Kobe this day, talking shit, elbowing people, and my hubris got me in a little scuffle. And I was talking shit, and I was by myself, and I was talking shit to these three guys. The one guy I was talking shit to, his friend came up and hit me in the side of my face. And then they just start jumping me. And I got my ass whooped. I go home. I tell my mom. And she's like, what? So what happened? How you get hit in the side of the face? You didn't see him coming? Keep your head on the swivel. See, you always talking that shit. Right? You need to be looking around. Shutting the fuck up.
Really, as you looking at, you got two people standing in front of you, and you talking shit. And you talking to the one that's talking shit. But that ain't the one you really should be looking at. You should be looking at the quiet one standing over here, because that's the one who's going to sucker punch you. But...
My mom is different,
yo. Neighborhood.
I go home looking to be consoled, and she's like, dummy,
really?
You gonna get killed in the streets.
Really? What the fuck you let somebody get that close to you?
So, yeah, now I just stroke punch niggas when they get close to me.
That's the best way.
You live and you learn. I figure if you walking up on me, like my mom told me, it's aggressive.
You in my
Give
personal
me my space.
Right. Yeah, really.
So, okay, moving on. I don't want to talk about that so much.
That's another thing. That's why those people, they'll justify trying to shoot a black man. Right. But they were in his personal space.
Can't even jog, can't sit in your house, you can't do shit.
Nope. The only thing you can do is react. Because somebody's going to do something to you. If you're a law-abiding citizen, black citizen, and all you could do is react because you're just like a sitting duck. What can you do?
If my son goes, I'm on some Rambo shit, Mom. I'm taking everybody out.
Like I said, a TV movie.
I'm hunting every fucking body.
Well, you know what? I don't know. That's some tough stuff.
Okay, so voting. You really think this is something you can vote away?
The only way that you can do it is the same way that Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell is doing. They're stacking the judge.